Hey there, money makers. Welcome back to Money Talks with Njadeka. It has been a while since I've given you all something new, but don't worry, new episodes will be dropping weekly again. Now, have you ever sat daydreaming about starting your own business? But then you got in your head trying to figure out, wait, which business structure should I be setting up? And what is the difference between them again? If this sounds like you, then keep watching because I got your back. I'll be going through all of that during this episode. But before we get to that, remember, smash the like button, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified when I drop new episodes with more money and business tips right here. Now, before we dive into these structures, let's get real for a second. Have you ever heard the phrases, don't put all your eggs in one basket? Well, in the world of money, this is referring to diversifying your assets. Or in the case of this video, diversifying your income. Adding an additional income stream, like starting your own business, can be a game changer in financial planning. Imagine instead of relying solely on that 9-to-5 paycheck, you've got money flowing in from different ventures. It's like having multiple doors to escape from if one gets blocked. And with these unpredictable times, who wouldn't want an emergency exit, right? But here's the secret sauce. For that income door to remain sturdy and wide open, your business structure is key. It's like choosing the right foundation for your dream house. Get it right and you're set for sunny days. Mess it up and well, let's just say you might be in for some stormy weather. So while more income sounds like music to our ears, ensuring it's built on a solid ground makes a real difference. And guess what? If it helps, even stars like Oprah and Beyonce had to make these decisions. Yep, everybody starts from somewhere. Okay, first up, sole proprietorships and partnerships. Think of this as a buddy system. Super easy to start, like a lemonade stand. But if something goes wrong, you might be in for a sticky situation. Its advantages, simplicity. One of the biggest draws of this structure is how easy it is to set up. You essentially start your business and you're good to go. Another advantage is direct control. You have a direct hand in every aspect of your business. All decisions start and end with you. Third thing is straightforward taxes-wise. There's no need to file separate business taxes. You simply report your business income on your personal tax return. Now to the disadvantages. Unlimited liability, and this is a biggie. If your business ends up in debt or it faces a lawsuit, your personal assets like your home or your car could be at risk. Funding challenges. Well, with raising capital, that can be more of a challenge since you can't issue stocks or bring in many investors. Third disadvantage, lack of permanence. There's a perceived lack of stability with sole proprietorships. They often don't outlive their founders, which could affect customer trust and long-term contracts. Next, C corporations. This is like building a treehouse club, exclusive, and it's its own thing. It's its own entity. What are some of the advantages? First off, it protects your personal stuff because you have personal liability protection. Your personal assets are generally safe. If the corporation incurs debt or faces some legal issues, your personal wealth isn't directly at risk. Second advantage, increased funding opportunities. It's easier to raise capital since it can issue stocks. Third advantage, perpetual existence. Even if you retire or pass away, the corporation continues. That kind of longevity can be reassuring to clients and investors. Now let's explore some disadvantages. You might get taxed twice, okay? That means double taxation, which means that your profits are taxed at the corporate level and then again when they're distributed to owners. It's something to watch out for. Next, you might need more of a piggy bank savings to start this one up. Why? Because the setup is a little bit more complex. It takes more effort to start, including more paperwork and greater initial costs. Third are the formalities. You're required to have regular board meetings, keep minutes, and meet other regulatory mandates. It can be a lot to juggle. Ever heard of an S corporation? One thing I often hear people say is they want to set up an S-Corp. But please understand, an S-Corp is a tax election. It's not a business structure. You take an S-Corp tax election, meaning the IRS will allow a business structured as an LLC or a business structured as a C-Corp to take an S election and file as an S corporation during tax season. But again, just so we're clear, it is not an actual business structure. Now, for the purpose of this illustration though, think of the S-Corp as like the C-Corp's little sibling, but with its own twist. So what are some advantages? You're only taxed once, so you avoid double taxation. This structure allows business income to flow through to shareholders' personal tax returns, avoiding the double taxation issue of C-Corps. Your personal stuff, still safe. You have limited liability protection. Just like C corporations, the owner's personal assets are typically protected. Next, there's some corporate prestige. Even smaller businesses can enjoy the esteem that comes with the corporate label, which might appeal to certain clientele. Disadvantages. In terms of issuing stock, there are shareholder restrictions. There is a cap, so there's only 100 shareholders allowed, and they must all be U.S. citizens. So there's no room for global expansion if that's of interest to you. You have limited expense deductions, so you won't have all the tax breaks that C corporations enjoy. Yep, and more paperwork. There's more operational processes, so there's still a good bit of paperwork, and you will need to adhere to strict internal processes. And lastly, the limited liability company, or LLC. Think of it as the love child of a corporation and a sole proprietorship. So some advantages: flexible taxation. You can choose how you want to be taxed, which can be a strategic advantage. Next, you get that protection, liability protection. If the business faces financial strain, your personal assets remain untouched. Operational ease. Unlike corporations, LLCs have fewer yearly restrictions and requirements, way less ongoing formalities. Some disadvantages: the initial cost. So generally, it's pricier to set up an LLC than it is to set up a sole proprietorship or a partnership. Next, complex state rules. Depending on where you are, the rules governing LLCs can vary, so it is crucial for you to stay updated on things like annual filings and annual fees. I want you to stay compliant, all right? Failure to adhere to annual fees and filing requirements could result in the state dissolving your LLC. That means it goes away. You cannot reactivate it, okay? Third disadvantage, self-employment taxes. So members of an LLC are considered self-employed and must pay the self-employment tax contribution towards Medicare and Social Security, something a lot of people want to avoid when it makes sense. With all that being said, rest assured, choosing your business structure isn't like getting a tattoo. You can change it as it grows. So definitely be sure to understand your options, weigh your options, and consult a tax preparer to decide what is best for your specific situation. And lastly, do you want to kickstart your business dream and need some guidance? Well, you can grab my free 0 to Funded ebook from the description below to unlock the path to setting up your business in the right way. No more just setting up an LLC and getting the EIN and thinking that's it. No. I'm not gonna leave you guys out here like that. This ebook will help you set up your business, and did I mention that it's also gonna help you start to build business credit? And as always, drop your questions in the comments below. I love chatting with you all. Until next time on Money Talks with Njideka, stay money smart.